guys, it's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment.
Down below, you guys. Today we are going to be talking about my 5 wives,
and
you
this
all.
actually came from one of our subscribers who really wanted us to watch the show. I think they had only 2 seasons.
I wonder why.
And the guy was saying the reason why that happened was because his family was not dramatic. There was no drama in their family. And so, that's why they were taken off the air. So I was actually interested, and thank you for the subscriber who told us to watch this, or the subscribers actually that told us to watch this. I was interested now that we see the dissolution of
Sister Wives.
Yeah, of Kody's family, of the Brown family. I was very interested to see if there are to look at, a successful polygamous family, to see if it works, and how it's working for others. Anywho, you meet Brady, and I didn't quite see the age that Brady is. I have to look at it later, but his name is Brady, and he has 5 wives, and he has 24 children. So his first wife is Paulie. She's 21. They've been together for 21. She's 21 years old now. They've been together for 21 years. She has 6 kids.
Right.
The second wife they have been together is Robin. They have been together for 20 years, and Robin has 5 children. She reminds me of Sabin in Sister Wives, and I'll tell you about that later. And then the middle wife is Rosemary. They have been together for 18 years, so he took a couple of year break after Robin and married Rosemary, who is, I guess, considered chubby. And they have been together for 18 years. She has 4 children. She's considered like the gourmet cook. Everybody comes around her for
is that food. The one that says she doesn't think he's attracted to her?
Right, because she says that the first 2 wives, Paulie and Robbie, they're like Barbie dolls. They're all skinny. And he's like, I am attracted to you because I love you. That was Brady telling her.
I don't think I want to hear that as a wife. I want to hear that you're attracted to me because I'm sexy and I'm beautiful.
Yes.
Not that you love me.
Right.
I mean, that's nice too.
Yes.
But how do I look?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Apparently, Brady was having some health problems with blood pressure. And they went on a diet. And in 3 months, I think he lost 30 pounds or whatever. And it took her 3 years to lose her 30 pounds. Well, I mean, come on. If you guys are like, she the gourmet cook, you all expected her to have weight? Whatever, how is she going to lose the weight?
I know.
So here is Brady talking to her, like, I want you to join me on this stuff. I went to the doctor and I really need to change my diet. And I want you to join me on this little ride here of losing weight. So she was crying, feeling really sad. So that's Rosemary. She said when she came in, she felt like she was the loud one, because Paulie and Robin were very, quiet and all this stuff, and she felt out of place. Anywho, then he took a little break, and 3 years later, he married, who is it, Nani. Nani has 5 children. They have been together for 15 years. They've been married for 15 years. And then the last wife is Rhonda. They have been married for 14 years. And she has 4 kids. Now, Rhonda, she said that she and Brady actually dated when she was a teenager. And then they stopped dating. He went around, married all these women, and 10 years later came back to marry her. So,
I'm sorry, y'all. The reason my mom was talking about all this because I fell asleep. I was so tired. I was watching it and I fell asleep around the time that they had their
Yeah.
Well,
I think you had gone to the beach that day.
I was exhausted.
You were just tired. The sun and all that, and the water.
He came back around. That's baffling.
So he came back around 10 years later, and by that time,
how many wives did he have?
He had married everybody by then.
Oh, so she's the last wife?
She's the last wife, but she has known him since he was a teenager. In fact, they dated when she was a teenager.
Were they always in polygamy? Or they didn't say?
You know, I don't know about Rhonda, about her being in polygamy. I do know that Rosemary, she grew up in polygamy. She was the daughter of the third wife.
Right.
And now she's the third wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Polly she works out of the home. She's a dental assistant, I believe. And
Yeah.
then Rhonda also works out of the home. She is a medical assistant.
Okay.
And they said the kids always go to Rhonda to fix their little boo-boos. The wives, well, not all the wives, but I think it was Robin and Rhonda who had good things to say about Polly, that she's very sweet, she's very nurturing. In fact, we did see when Polly was with Brady, and she tells Brady, don't forget Rosemary, who's the third wife, don't forget her anniversary. So this is what this man does, okay? Unlike Kody, he sees each wife every 5 days.
So it'll be Paula, Naomi, Robin.
Right,
da-da-da.
Paula, Robin, Rosemary, Nani, and then Rhonda. Then
Yeah.
he'll start all over again.
So every day he goes to a different wife, and then
Yes.
he repeats the cycle.
Except if, I guess, if that wife's birthday comes up that week, he will spend that day with the wife.
Yeah.
So, but then you guys just go right back in the rotation
Right.
once he's done. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, and then he says for anniversary, so he stays with the wife an extra day if it's their anniversary or if it's their birthday. Their wedding anniversary, or if it's their birthday. Now, if you have been with this man for 5 years, guess what? You get how many days?
2 days?
2 days, I think. You get 2 days with him for 5 years, and then if you have been with him for 10 years,
you guess what you get?
what do you
A
get?
grand total of 1 week with Brady.
Now, Robin and Brady
These
have
men.
the same birthday. And so Robin was really crying the day that she was to spend time with Brady. I just feel really bad because, I'm thinking about the other wives and how bad they feel. Because every year when it's your birthday and my birthday, you have to spend the time with me. And it's not fair to them. I know it hurts.
I'm sorry.
And so,
I don't buy that because you're in
I think
polygamy.
she's full of bullshit.
I think everybody's a little selfish in polygamy because everybody's getting the crumbs from this man. So her
I'm
saying
sorry.
that she feels bad, listen, if it was me, I would not be feeling bad. I would not even fake cry on TV. I'll be like, I'm actually happy I get to spend this time with him.
I'm
But I barely
sorry.
spend time with him as it is.
She
I would look
is
at the camera
trying
just
to
like
follow
that.
Robin's playbook. Anywho, Sabin's playbook. Anywho,
Sabin and Robin.
so the man called a meeting. So he called a meeting. Everybody's there, and he says, "Okay, look, she's really upset about this. This is a very tender, sensitive
My thing is
issue
though, but
for
this has
her."
been going on for years. So why is this now a big deal that you have to put on? Well, I guess this is why their show got booted because you're adding drama. This has been going on for years. You
Right.
have a temper tantrum every year. I seriously doubt that.
Yeah. Anywho, this is a problem now. And now it became a problem.
Lord have mercy.
So anyhow, she said she doesn't want to do this. So they were like, "Well, Brady, you have always said that you don't mind changing your birthday around, so we can do a different date." But the women are like, "No, we need to celebrate him on his birthday," and so they decided they will move Robin's birthday, which I don't think she was happy about from how I looked at her, but.
Well, you see, that's
That's
what
what
you
they
get
went
for
through.
here making a huge deal out of nothing. Now your
Yes.
birthday been moved. Since you feel so bad, maybe you wouldn't feel bad that we have to move your birthday.
Yes.
How about that?
Well, in the meeting, also Nani, who has had Rhonda. Rhonda, the last wife, has 4 children. They've been married for 14 years. She has had 2 miscarriages, and so she has decided she just wants to adopt children. And she was like, she wants to adopt a child from out of America, and it was going to cost about $10,000 to get into this adoption process. And so he was asking her, well, what if the child has a different race, all the stuff? She said that wasn't a problem. He said, well, we'll have to talk up to the wives about it. So they brought it up to the wives. Now, Brady used to have a business, that was doing very well. They didn't say what the business is. I didn't catch it. But he used to have a business. If you guys know what business that is, let me know. But he used to have a business. During the recession, the business has not been doing very well. So now he's kind of being a little strapped for money. Anyway, so he is worried about that. And Polly, when they brought it to her, she was just like, look, $10,000 for some adoption and all that. I don't know. We'll have to think about how it's going to affect us, the children, all that stuff. Nani's like, they better not mess up my dream because, not Nani, Rhonda, the last wife, they better not mess up my dream because it'll break my heart if the sister wife say no. And then here come Nani, that's the fourth wife. She needs to start crying. I have been talking to Brady about having another child. She got 5 kids. And I think she only wants a 6th child because Polly got 6 children. And, I am still young, and there's still time. And I really want to have another child. And, pretty much what she's trying to say, it ain't going to cost $10,000. And I can have it naturally, okay? Let Rhonda go sit her ass somewhere. If you're going to give her a child from another country, well, guess what? This baby making a womb right here, gotta have somebody, too, okay? You ain't got to pay no $10,000 for this, okay? Anyway, Rosemary thought it was very inappropriate, as do I, that Dottie needs to open her mouth at that time to talk about the baby that she wants.
Y'all just have that bedroom talk later on.
They did.
What does that have to do?
She was crying about that on her nights with him.
Well, why can't you just have a child?
So, stressful. I mean, I don't know how I'll feel if I am a man. I have 5 wives, and anytime I go see a wife, she's crying. Rosemary crying about her body, how she chubby. You chubby girl, lose weight. Stop doing gourmet cooking. Close down your kitchen.
She has literally almost 30 people looking to her to make them 5-course meals. How the hell is she gonna lose weight? That's probably why she gained weight in the first place, cooking all these damn meals. She got to taste of the food every time she cook it. I mean, damn.
Oh my goodness. So you have her crying about her weight. Then you got sobbing Robin up in these streets talking about some birthday all of a sudden. You've been with that man, girl, for 20 years. And now all of a sudden you cry about some birthday. Girl, bye. And then you got Nani crying about after she got 5 kids. Did you not hear the man is in a recession? She want a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you have Rhonda. Rhonda needed to adopt a child. You have 4 children. Do you not hear the man is in a recession? Can you not wait to adopt children? At least, look, Mary only has 1 child. You think she will not be...
Oh, there's another Mary on this show?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Mary on the other sister wife only got 1 child. You think she will not be jumping up and down and clapping her 2 feet, flying up to heavens if she had 4 kids?
Oh, she was
Be grateful. You got 4. It's enough. The man thinks a recession.
Yeah,
anyhow,
he's probably in a recession as well.
This is what. Now, they have 2 homes, right, that are joined together, kind of like the house that we had.
Like the townhouses.
Right. But a little different from a townhouse.
Yeah,
It's like, with us, we only have the 2 homes that were together. There
and
were
then,
no other home, right?
Yeah.
So that's how his house is like. You have these 2 houses joined together. The first 3 wives live in one. That's Nani. Nani and Rhonda. The last 2 wives live in one.
Right.
Robin, Rosemary, and Polly, the first 3 wives, they live in another one. But each wife has her own unit.
Right.
Kind of like what we saw in Lehigh, Utah.
Yeah.
With Kody and them. They all have their own unit. They have their own kitchen. Everybody has their own kitchen. However, every single night, the whole family, which I really love, they all get together in one of the wives' home.
That's nice.
So I really like that part of it.
I like that he's also spending time with a wife every 5 nights.
I really like that. I really like that instead of Kody
doing 2 nights here, 2 nights there.
The gall sitting down and being with that woman 5 days out of a week. Are you What in the hell is this?
So it's like he literally only sees a wife once a month. Because he will see Christine basically on the first week, but he spends those 5 days with Robin.
Yes.
Then the next week's 5 days with Robin, and then the next week he'll spend with Janelle.
Yes.
And then 5 days with Robin.
Twice a month.
And then then Mary the next.
No,
then it's 3 weeks.
You don't spend time with Mary at all. Mary's out. She's been out since Vegas. Lord have mercy.
But it's 4 weekends.
Foolishness.
There's 4 sets of weekends in a month. So I mean that is just ridiculous. And this is just what he has decided to do.
So this is how this man does it. I feel as though he's organized, and he is giving all of them all. And then the other thing he does is a little cringy. What's her name? This
if you are 40 years old and it's your birthday, he gives you 40 kisses. And guess what? Everybody has to watch. What type of shit is that? What is that?
I don't know. And then all of them look like they're all upset. Because the man want you to see him kissing another woman. He gets high up that. Ooh, that's exactly what he tried to do. Because what the hell? What the hell? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's time for Abba to go get a nap.
That is so ridiculous. But you hit the high note, sister. You hit the high note.
I was about to really see that. I realized we got neighbors.
I'm sure they hate us at this point in life. But no, that was just a mess, honestly. You know, but I look forward to watching it a little bit more. I mean, it's only 2 seasons, so hey, while we wait for season 18 to come on, we'll be waiting.
So far, it's very interesting so far because at first I was trying to fall asleep too, but I was like, you know, it's actually really. I love shows about families. I actually love shows about families.
Yeah,
and
for
seeing
sure.
the family dynamic. I think people love shows like that because everybody's in a family, right?
Absolutely.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens next. I'm looking forward to watching that. But you guys, tell us what you think about My 5 Wives. Some of you I know some of you have already watched it because you told us to watch it, that we will enjoy it. So just let me know what you all, think. And for those of you who have not watched it, or will you watch it with us?
It's on Discovery Plus. You can watch it there.
Let them know.
But it is Mary.
I think I don't know if I watched part 1 and part 2. Episode 1 and episode 2.
I think you watched episode 1. I was asleep, so I have no idea.
It seems like I also watched episode 2. That white bird is not playing with that girl.
You better
it says,
stay away.
You cannot come over here. I am right here. You are not going to push me off my little stoop there.
With
These
his
birds
long
are
leg.
funny.
They are so feisty.
He's trying to, the crow is trying to say move. And the bird is so still. The crow's friend. The crow's friend has come. And then
she said, let me go.
Yeah. They're like, no, we don't. Yeah. We usually don't stand here. Hot mess. Birds be fly.
They're so vicious.
It's so funny. When we were in America, I never really gave any thought to the birds.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Did I see a bird? No, we did. You know why? Because there was that big old tree at the back of my window.
No, I remember.
So we could always hear. Actually, it was beautiful. You don't really get to see something like that over there because you could hear the birds. They were all in that tree.
Yeah.
Remember, so at nighttime...
I think the pace is much slower here in Africa, so you take time to really enjoy it and watch nature.
We were living in the country. When we were in Maryland, we were in a country town, a country area.
Country as hell.
Really country
it's country it's country when people got their dogs on leashes outside and the dogs stay outside. I ain't never... Listen, I feel like,
country folks are like, don't bring that dog in here. You keep that dog outside.
Then we had a neighbor who literally said that her dog vomited in her house and she threw the dog outside and kept him out there. I was like, why would you do that? Just clean out the vomit, but you don't leave the dog dog outside to continue to
they don't
vomit.
Even want to pick up the dog's poop, which listen, it makes sense.
I guess I'm just like, I just feel like they're family, so I'm not leaving my dog outside. Yeah. And it always made me so sad whenever I would be hearing the dog cry and bark. And I'm just like, oh my god. God, bring it inside the house. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, we lived in a country area. But I liked it. It was this huge, huge tree.
When I was there, I was like, I'm
Open
going to
up my
literally
windows
call
and it's
animal
right there.
control. When I saw them, I was like, I'm going to call animal control. I was so upset about
But
the
we're
dogs
not
being
those
outside.
kind of people. We do not call on neighbors. And if
No.
you guys stay, really, I will be doing a show on a neighbor who called the cops on a 9-year-old.
Yeah, we don't
So
call
will-
on our neighbors. I mean, I'm really someone who does not get involved. I mean, of course, I joked about it to my mom
Yeah.
in the car.
Only
But-
if it's some kind of abuse.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we are going to speak. We are not going to shut the hell up. If we hear somebody being abused or somebody being a victim, we are calling 911. Hello?
You best believe.
I will put on her African accent and she will go off.
Oh, but let us not say that. We will not. Let them not know where the neighbors are. It must be them.
Oh.
That's on her their YouTube. Yeah.
But yes, it is Mary.
But there is a very, very funny story. I had a neighbor who someone came into his house. Okay? He was at home. I don't know what they came to do. This man was an ex-Marine. And they came into his house and he shot them.
I know him.
Remember? Yes. All I heard was pow, pow, pow. I'm like, turn off the lights. Everybody turn off the lights. We're not home. We're not home because it was weird, right? I looked out the window. Something was, because our dog was growling.
Oh my
Something
God, I
wasn't right.
remember.
Our dog
You
was
went
growling
outside
and
with
we had
Bear.
like this Akita Chow, right?
And we
So
called
it's a
him
big
Bear.
dog.
Yeah.
And his ears were up. So I was like, okay, as soon as I saw, I said, listen, everybody come on, turn off the lights.
No,
turn
but
off
you
the
went
lights.
downstairs. Remember,
That
you
was
went out the
later.
back. Oh,
That was later. So
Oh.
I go and I peep out the window from my son's room. I peep out the window, right? These cars, black cars, roll up to the front of the guy's house because we are next door.
Oh yeah, and it's a
Right?
townhome.
So roll up, right? But one kind of stopped to near our area, not directly in front of his house, and then the other one passed his house and stopped at the next neighbor's house, right? But there were these black cars with very dark
Tinted
windows.
windows.
Ooh. So I said, something don't look right. Let me close my curtain properly so they know that I am not watching them. So I go to lay down, but the dog is on alert.
Yeah, that
I'm
dog.
like, come on, Bear, come get in the room. He's standing, he's growling. And then I have pop, pop, pow. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So now Bear don't run, so I run downstairs. I'm holding this dog, like, what's going on? And I said, okay, I mean, do you want to go outside to use the bathroom? But you never act like this.
Mm-hmm.
So something just tells me, I open the door, I'm holding the dog,
And the
right?
police, ma'am, ma'am.
No, they didn't say ma'am like that. I opened that door, right? And it took a while. It wasn't like right away after I heard the pow, pow, pow.
It was
that
a while.
was whatever. It
Maybe
took me
like
about
an hour.
No, maybe
Not-
about 10, 15 minutes, right?
I
It
would-
seemed like forever. But then, because now I'm on alert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go downstairs, I'm holding the dog, I open the thing, and I just see the light first on the dog, and then someone shining a light at me, and I'm really looking, and I see this female cop who says, hold your dog, ma'am, go back in the house. Like whispered, all these guns, trained. I mean, some of them were trained on me, some of them were trained to the house. I was just like, oh, this was me. Shut the door. And then Beer still trying. I said, shut up. Pulling him up the damn steps. So the next day, I got to be nosy. So the next day, I'm like hanging around my balcony because usually I knew that the neighbor's brother was home, right? Because you told me her brother was coming home. And, but it was, I knew the sister. So I was hanging around the balcony. Usually we'll meet at the balcony. And I'm like, so she said, I know you have questions. You must have heard. I was like, what the world happened? So he said, they didn't know that they knew he was coming, whatever, but it was like they were trying to either send a message to him or something. They didn't expect him to be home. I don't know if they was just thinking they were gonna go trash the place or something. I don't know. But the man was home. He was supposed to go out with her for some celebration or whatever. But last minute he wasn't feeling well and he decided to stay home. Heard these guys come in, shut them. They barely, actually one was still in the house. I think one died. And the other one managed to get to the car to go and plead to 911 to please come and give them the address. That's what happened.
They called 911 on themselves?
They did.
I wouldn't, anyway.
Because not only
I'm
did
about
he
that life.
beat them, he also like was fighting them too. And the guy is a black belt in something. I was just like, she's like, yeah, you know, they chose the wrong house and the wrong person. I was like, oh damn. Oh, damn. And then soon after that, she moved out of there. Soon after that, because it wasn't her place; she was renting. Remember, those are our old neighbors who moved and got that big house. The woman and the man.
I thought they stayed there for a while though.
She was towards the end of her thing, and I don't know if they kicked them because you know they did not play with the woman's property. Yeah, so like after that, she was like, "Yeah, I'm moving anyway," and whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay," but yeah.
All this to
I was
say,
kind of happy because I was just like, damn. I mean, because we're next door, like the houses are like close. They are sealed with each other.
like, look, if
we're
you
going,
this
what
house,
if one bullet come through the house? I'm laying in bed. I don't know where he's shooting from.
you know, there was actually a man who died like that on this murder show. Somebody was playing with a gun and he was in the hotel room and he was laying down, right?
Wow.
And they shot him. I think they said it was in his scrotum. He was laying down.
See.
Yeah,
See.
and the gun had fallen on the floor and it ricocheted through the wall and it killed him. And everybody was like, "How did this man die? Was it his ex-fiance?" No.
Oh,
but then
because
they
of
went.
the scrotum.
Yeah, because they were trying to, figure out
yeah.
how he had died. Not knowing it was these fools next door playing with a gun, drunk as hell, high as hell, playing with a gun. So that's why, me, I'm happy we have a house that's not next to nobody. It's in a gated.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this to say, I don't know how the hell we even got here.
But thank you for joining us.
Yes, it is Mary.
And Alma.
We invite y'all to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment. And thank
down
you for
below if you guys have any crazy
rabbit hole.
Yes, and if you guys have any crazy neighbor stories, put them down below. Let's
Why
get
not?
the conversation popping.
Yes,
Why not?
Why not?